All right. Well, YouTube has updated their harassment policy. As vague as it was, it is still quite vague. You are going to see quite a few YouTubers disappear, especially ones that deal in news and politics like this one. I don't know what my chances are of surviving. I might be actually small enough that I squeak under the radar. Who knows? Maybe. Uh, these are really vague. And there's a few parts in there that I don't know that I just don't agree with. That really limit the ability to report on bad ideas before they spread. Really kind of limit speech, and they're vague. Really, honestly, if they wanted to be completely honest and save a lot of time and save a lot of energy and time printing this and things like that, they could have made just one sentence that says this, or maybe a couple of sentences. We are YouTube. We will ban you if we feel like banning you. Honestly, essentially, that's what this is. Um, let's see here. Let's go down to here. A stronger stance against threats and personal attacks. We've always removed videos that explicitly threaten someone, reveal confidential personal information, or encourage people to harass someone else. No, you haven't. You have for certain people, but other kinds of people get away with everything. It depends on if you are towing the company line. If you're shopping at the company store, I don't know if you guys have ever heard that song, but it's I sold my soul to the company store. Anyways, it's nuts. It used to be back in the day that the majority of YouTube videos were homegrown people like this talking about their opinions. If someone had a bad opinion, yeah, you had some spats and things, but you know what? It was okay. Now the majority of YouTube is these big corporate channels, these big conglomerate ones. Even some YouTubers that you think are like homegrown are actually corporate sponsored. They've got corporate entities, investors, a board. Uh, and YouTube likes them. They've got money. They don't like us. They don't like these small itty bitty bitty channels like mine, especially ones that are political. Continue. Or encourage people to harass someone else. Moving forward, and that's the other thing, encourage people to harass someone else. Okay, look, I don't believe anybody who watches my channel is of the mindset that they would harass somebody. Don't go harass somebody. It's not good. It is never good. Now, that said, there have been YouTubers who have had a lot of flack and banned from viewers going and harassing someone. But are we responsible for what our viewers do? I don't know. It doesn't really say. But moving forward, our policies will go a step further and not only prohibit explicit threats, but also veiled or implied threats. This includes content simulating violence towards an individual or language suggesting physical violence may occur. No individual should be subject to harassment that suggests violence. Okay? Yes, I don't believe anything that suggests violence towards someone should be tolerated. I agree with that. However, it is a little bit vague. Language suggesting physical violence may occur. Language suggesting physical violence may occur. Okay, so let's say that there's a video and this guy is drinking and he says, I'm going to go driving, and he's been drinking, and I make a video saying, hey, you know what? Watch this video. Don't go driving. Bad things could happen. You could get hurt. Well, that was suggesting physical violence may occur. What if we have someone who's making a video and they don't know anything about the world, but they want to travel, and they say, hey, I want to go to this part of the world that everybody else knows is perhaps not safe, but this person, I don't know, doesn't watch the news, or hears only one side of the news, or is altruistic, or believes everybody's good. It's happened. Come on now. We've seen those news reports. People have gone over to try to prove evil doesn't exist, and what happens? Evil gets them, right? So now we couldn't even make a video warning, hey man, be careful. Be careful, because you might get hurt. Be careful. We can't even make a video that says that? It's too vague. Continuing. Beyond threatening someone, there's also demeaning language that goes too far. Who decides what too far is? To establish a consistent criteria, sorry, I am sick, but the news doesn't stop whether you're sick or not. To establish a consistent criteria for what type of content is not allowed on YouTube, we're building up on the framework we use for our hate speech policy. We will no longer allow content that maliciously insults someone based upon protected attributes such as their race, gender expression, or sexual orientation. This applies to everyone, from private individuals to YouTube creators to public officials. Okay? But didn't someone just get harassed for identifying as a two-spirit penguin? Piers Morgan, right? Didn't he just get really harassed for that? Like, really harassed for that. But wouldn't that be covered under this? This is really just set up so that way they can get rid of whoever they want to. And next year is going to be interesting. We're going to see who survives. We are going to see how many small little run places like this will exist on YouTube. If current trends continue, YouTube is going to be corporate. It's going to be Netflix. It's going to be Apple TV. It's going to be Disney Plus. It's just going to be corporate productions. That's it. It's just going to be another corporate production place. That's it. They're going to make it so hard for small places to come up. These things are so vague. And it's all about the money. You know, it is. Big production companies come in. They have a lot of money. They can make better productions. They can make a video that's much better than mine. My video is low budget, low production because, well, that's what I've got. Low budget, low production. That's what I can afford. But I still pump them out because I care about you guys. I want you guys to have the information. I enjoy talking to you. I enjoy giving the information as I see it. And I enjoy if somebody says, I really do. I really enjoy if somebody comes at me with better information, better truths, and changes my mind. I enjoy that. I enjoy having the logical debate. Stay away from personal attacks. I don't believe in personal attacks, although we are human. It happens. Sometimes someone knows how to get our goat, and we get personal. But stay away from it as much as you can. But channels like mine are just, you know, they make it hard. How are we supposed to report the news with our hands tied behind our backs? I can't upload a video without it being yellow immediately. The limited ads yellow immediately. I mean, and it doesn't matter what the subject content is. What I'm talking about, it's just rubber stamped, rubber stamped, rubber stamped. Addressing toxic comments. We know that the comment section is an important place for fans to engage with creators and each other. Yes, it is. And on that, leave a comment and let me know your opinions of anything in the world. At the same time, we heard feedback that comments are often where creators and viewers encounter harassment. Okay, yes, it's the internet. You add anonymity and you give someone the ability to change their name into anything they want online and in front of a screen without human interaction, and they will feel free to say whatever they choose. And that should be something that you should realize happens on the internet. And a lot of times things that people have said are harassment are not harassment, but criticism. Such as the guy who commented for Star Wars. And he said, don't cater to toxic fanboys or something to that effect. I don't remember what the exact quote is off the top of my head, but something to that effect. Well, that would be harassment, wouldn't it? I don't know. This behavior not only impacts a person targeted by the harassment, but can also leave a chilling effect on the entire conversation. To combat this, remove comments that clearly violate our policy. 60 million in the corner. Yeah. I know, yeah, and it keeps going up. More and more comments. Look, it just really feels like the narrative is being directed in one direction. And it really feels like this is a slippery road, you know, that is held under the guise of something good. What's that saying? I'm sick, so my brain is not quite working right. The road to destruction is paved in good intentions, or something to that effect. What's the next step? Okay, so push everybody off. You become completely corporate. Then what? Well, now you're corporate. Well, now may as well make it exactly like a monthly subscription. I mean, you've already got YouTube Red. Why not move everything over there? And then you can completely control what the speech is, because all productions will run through you, and you'll have production value. I don't know. I don't know where the future is. I just believe that limiting speech and things like that is a slippery road. I know. I don't believe in harassment. I would like a little bit of a clearer definition of what they consider harassment, really. It's a little vague, and it's designed for them to ban pretty much whoever they want. And in practice, we have seen them apply the rules to one side, but not apply the rules to the other side evenly. I don't know. That's all I got for now on this one. I'm gonna take something. You guys take care. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Let me know what you think. I don't know. Yet next year is going to be quite interesting.